Howdy. This is a rather special video. It carries a lot of weight because it matters. And since we know that information is energy and energy is information, this could mean that things could charge up and they gain mass. So they matter. 3 days ago we had the summer solstice, the longest day of the year. And it was also the day my mother died. The day before, I had maybe 3 or 4 times these kinds of flashbacks to my childhood. I have been in several near-death somehow experiences, like riding bikes and stuff, and you see your own life going before your eyes in a split second. And those flashbacks I experienced were in a way the same thing. There was so much information in such a short time. It was really amazing. And I realized at some point that something is going on. We are watching a snowman here. I made this in the winter. My contribution about the mystery of its origin. Maybe you want to watch that, because it could be of interest for some of you. But this is just what I think about the snowman. Now let's go to the other theme quickly, back again. With a little side quote, or at least personally, very interesting fact. My mom died on June 21st, and she was born on December 21st. Which gives those solstices, personally, a whole lot more of meaning, importance, weight. They matter more. I also made a video about a year ago about the surge of electric energy at the moment of death. Yeah. This was after my dad died. So, let's go to the article. Back then, I somehow made the conclusion that the surge of electricity in the brain of a dying person might be the result of the implosion of the aura. The magnetic field lines of the human aura touch, and they release a lot of energy, like happens on the sun when we have a flare. Enhanced interplay of neuronal coherence and coupling in the dying human brain. The neurophysical footprint of brain activity after cardiac arrest and during near-death experience is not well understood, although a hypoactive state of brain activity has been assumed. Experimental animal studies have shown increased activity after cardiac arrest, particularly in the gamma band, resulting from hypercapnia prior to and cessation of cerebral blood flow after cardiac arrest. We don't have to read much more because here we have it already. The gamma band range of energy. Because very recently, I think it was yesterday, I stumbled across another article. Cytoelectric coupling, a groundbreaking hypothesis on how our brains function. Yeah. June 23rd, so that's rather new. Yeah, let's see if it works now, because I had to endure some commercial and stuff. But anyway, yeah, it continues. Anyway, what kind of distraction? Brain waves act as carriers of information. Waves are carrying information. A recently proposed cytoelectric coupling hypothesis suggests that these wavering electric fields contribute to the optimization of the brain's network's efficiency and robustness. They do this by influencing the physical configuration of the brain's molecular framework. In order to carry out its multifaceted functions, which include thought, the brain operates on various levels. Information like objectives or visuals is depicted through synchronized electrical activity among neuronal networks. Simultaneously, a combination of proteins and other biochemicals within and surrounding each neuron physically execute the mechanics required for participation in these networks. This is why things matter. There is energy which gets transformed into actual matter. One of the easiest understandable example for this is crying. For whatever reason you cry, the information gets transformed into matter. And you have basically an electrical discharge event going on in your body. And it depends on what reasons or what the reasons are for why you are crying. The tears are made of different materials. Things matter. A new paper by researchers at MIT, City University of London, and Johns Hopkins University. Yeah, these are three rather big names, I guess. Posits that the electrical fields of the network influence the physical configuration of neuron subcellular components to optimize network stability and efficiency. A hypothesis the authors call cytoelectric coupling. The information the brain is processing has a role in fine-tuning the network down to the molecular level, said Earl K. Miller, Pickover professor in the Pickover Institute for Learning and Memory at MIT, who co-authored the paper in Progress in Neurobiology with Associate Professor Dimitris Pinotis of MIT and City University of London and Professor Gene Friedman of Johns Hopkins. The brain adapts to a changing world. Yeah. Might require an open mind, but that's up to each individual. Its proteins and molecules change too. They can have electric charges and need to catch up with neurons that process, store, and transmit information using electric signals. Interacting with the neurons, electric fields seems necessary. Thinking in fields. A major focus of Miller's lab in studying how higher level cognitive functions such as working memory can rapidly, flexibly, and yet reliably emerge from the activity of millions of individual neurons. Neurons are capable of dynamically forming circuits by creating and removing connections, called synapses, as well as strengthening or weakening those junctions. But that merely forms a roadmap around which information could flow. The specific neural circuits that collectively represent one thought or another, Miller has found, are coordinated by rhythmic activity. Yeah. Do you have a high or low frequency? More colloquially known as brain waves of different frequencies. Yeah, they said it. Anyway. Now, fast gamma rhythms help transmit images from our vision, e.g., a muffin, while slower beta waves might carry our deeper thoughts about that image. Too many calories. Properly timed bursts of these waves can carry predictions and enable writing in, holding onto, and reading out information in working memory. So now let's read just the beginning of this again. Fast gamma rhythms help transmit images from our visions, or vision. Now back to the other article. Particularly in the gamma band, resulting from hypercapnia prior to and cessation of cerebral blood flow after cardiac arrest. I had flashbacks. I have seen pictures. And obviously gamma band energy is associated with the vision. I've been pondering upon that. How is it possible that I had 3 or 4 flashbacks? And I came to the conclusion that it might be, I don't know yet, but it might be that she got reanimated 3 or 4 times. Every time I had a flashback. Fast gamma rhythms help transmit images from our vision. Yeah. This is empiricism. at its best. Maybe someone could claim that just a coincidence. There is no such thing as telepathy or something related to that. Establishing a connection to someone far away, because I haven't been there. There are more than 2,000 kilometers between us, or has been. Now it's maybe less because she left her physicality, and the energy confined in her is now part of all circuits. But anyway, I think I leave it here. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to make this kind of video. I don't know. I thought it's just very interesting. It was an experience. I never had such an intense experience like that. And the more information somehow pops up somewhere, like this article released some hours ago, talks about the connection between gamma radiation energy, or whatever it is, gamma rhythms, and the vision itself, and I had flashbacks where I saw things. That's very interesting. Maybe it's personal stuff, but many of us have experienced the leaving of the physicality of some people close to them, or will still gonna experience such an event. And in the video I linked below in the description box, I haven't really actually watched it again. I have somehow not so much memories about what I talked there about, but I think I somehow said that this could be this actual scientific proof. I mean, the rise, the sudden surge of electricity in our brain. That there is the light. If you want to say like that, at the end of the tunnel. I don't like to say like that because I'm not in a tunnel. Many people are. They don't know it. And probably they will never figure it out. They are too scared to look around, too scared to open their mind, too scared to admit, yeah, I was wrong. I believed in wrong things all my life. They rather stay in the tunnel. But there is a light for every one of us. When the aura implodes and the energy gets set free. Thank you.